That's
Hot Spot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Hot Spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all rappers like Killer Mike, T.I., Young Thug, and Fat Joe are speaking out on behalf of James Broadnax, who is scheduled to be executed on April 30th in Dallas County. Now, they've also attached their name to a petition calling for the Supreme Court to stop this man's execution. They believe that the lyrics that he had in a rap song led him to receiving the death penalty. The brief alleges that Broadnax, who was 19 years old at the time of his sentencing, had his First Amendment rights violated. The First Amendment includes freedom of speech. James Broadnax was convicted of capital murder back in 2009 in the deaths of two people outside of a recording studio in Texas. He had an all-white jury, and prosecutors presented 40 pages of lyrics attributed to him as evidence during his sentencing phase. Now, due to the matter of the lyrics, Broadnax was sentenced to death by lethal injection, opposed to life without parole. Now, the Supreme Court declined to hear the case, which means now the man is 37 and he's scheduled to be executed on April 30th. Now, to me, that's absolutely crazy to use his lyrics against him, because we as artists, we write whatever we want to write. It's freedom of speech. We could write about being a superhero or being a cartoon or being whatever. You know, it's an expression, and we're expressing how we feel and what we want to do and whatever the creative is in our head about writing. So I thought they had passed some law that they could not do that, but I don't know. I just think in my opinion, this man shouldn't be executed because of his lyrics, because I understand what writing is about, because I'm a writer. Or not. Right, and you had a white jury that don't understand nothing about hip-hop or rap. They think you're talking about something that you're going to do.
Yeah, and that's why we have to encourage black people to go to jury duty. Yeah, that's the issue that several attorneys had expressed to me, that black people don't like to serve on jury duty.
That is true.
And so you get these cases or whatever, and you end up with an all-white jury in a county where there's a lot of black people and could be half of the jury pool.
True, so true.
A few of the states have passed that law. California and Louisiana have passed the laws.
Okay, good.
Obviously not Texas.
Not Texas. Oh, my goodness. All right, y'all, moving on. T.I. and Dr. Dre will be making an appearance on his he said Dr. Dre will be making an appearance on his upcoming album, Kill the King, alongside Anderson .Paak and Stallone. Now, on All Hip Hop TV, he discussed how the track came together, and here's what he had to say, y'all.
Man, Dre blessed me with a record. It happens to have Anderson .Paak on it and a young lady by the name of Stallone, and it's a dope record. It's called Where I'm From, dope record. So he sent it to me, and I went to a house and I laid it, and then I laid another verse away, and I went back, and so there were times we were in the studio together. Yeah.
Did he give you the Dr. Dre treatment?
Dr. Dre will Dr. Dre. But it's always for the best outcome. It's always, for the betterment of the record. I'm always for someone who I know is dedicated to making the absolute best we can make.
Man.
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
Dre and Tip.
Yeah, Dr. and Anderson .Paak on that thing.
Man,
you know it's gonna be jamming. He hasn't announced the date for Kill the King yet, but he's been working on it for years, he says. So he has confirmed that it will be his final album before transitioning away from music. And speaking of Dr. Dre, Forbes just dropped its updated World Billionaires list, and he is on it. He becomes the second rapper on Forbes Billionaires list, joining Jay-Z, who now has a net worth of $2.8 billion. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. So Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mixdown. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.